last task.
Sir.
Push-ups. What are we looking for?
Perfect push-ups.
Perfect push-ups and effort.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Always try your best. All right, go ahead, gentlemen. Go. Finish strong. Goal is never to see how many they do, it's to see how hard they work when they're tired. Do they give up, or do they do the last one when it hurts? All right, gentlemen, hop up. Attention. Salute. Good work. Move on off to the side. You guys give them a round of applause. A big part of what these gentlemen do is they've taught. They've taught a lot. It's that contribution they give back to the martial arts that's kind of gotten them where they are here today. Their physical requirements are less and less every degree they go, and I like to just see that they're still physically able to do it. Kind of a ripple effect in a sense. And what happens is they give on to the next generation, and that generation is motivated by them, and they move on and do great things or motivate other people. Their effect is kind of multiplied. So instead of just teaching one person to be really good, what they've done is taught lots of people, and those people have gone on and taught other people at the point these two gentlemen are at. Both of them have been teaching this for a long time. Like, Mr. Schafer's been doing this since before Forster was born. The effect is quite large. I've got a couple of people who would like to just say something on behalf of Mr. Forster first. That's okay with you, sir. Okay. Who did I have? Mr. Ross, go ahead.
Ever since I started my martial arts career at the Edge, Mr. Forster has been an outstanding instructor who's offered me a lot of inspiration. And throughout the years, he's definitely made himself a personal hero of mine. And that's why I recommend the fourth degree. Nice job, sir.
For those of you who might not know, I'm Mr. Kappa, and I'm a second degree at the Edge Martial Arts. And I've been training there for about just over 5 years. And I remember within my first year, I saw Mr. Forster test for his third degree back in 2009. Phenomenal. I wanted to be like him the second I saw him do his bow form. And I still want to be like him. And I hope to one day be better than him.
Hi, my name is Miss Wallace.
And I am Miss Jordan.
Mr. Forster has always been a role model in our lives, and we look up to him as a person because of the way he presents himself in the martial arts world and in his daily life. He's always humble but confident, hardworking, and always dedicated to be the best he can be in martial arts and in other parts of his life.
And we still continue to look up to him, not only as a martial artist, but as a person. And he continues to be an inspiration to us. He has great dedication, willingness to improve, and leadership. He has consistently demonstrated all of this. Good job.
If I could have Forster's people come on up here, please. Yeah, he did beat him once. You guys move right over here for me. All right, Mr. Forster, to the front, please. Roll back. Turn around, think about that. My pleasure to call this young man a fourth degree black belt. Arms up in there.
I know, sir. Yes. Oh. Someone?
know this. This is Mrs. Forster. This is his mother. She's also one of our black belts. And this is Miss Forster and Mr. Shaughnessy. Both these two got their black belts in 2002 with, or 2003 with Mr. Forster. So these guys had a huge part in his life. And as you know, the parents are already driving their kids there. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of support that's required. So we always like to call up a few people, that have come up and congratulate them because these guys did a lot of the work. If these two hadn't pushed him, he might not have continued on. But the competition he had with these two was just amazing when they were kids. And Mom really missed to kick his butt was awesome too. So the support they received from these people is almost as important as what we gave them, if not more important. So thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Schafer, the road's almost done. I just want to say something real quick.
Yes, sir. I didn't thank anybody at first because I have two acknowledgments I want to make, and I want to take just a little bit more time. Even though Master Thorn told me not to be too long-winded, so try not to. First of all, my demo team, Joe, Mr. Pom, Mr. Colburn, Mr. Kappa, they spent a lot of time with me over the last couple months putting this together. And their one overlying command was, you have to make me look good. I know I should be more humble at this point in my career, but I think they did an outstanding job. There are a couple other people here that are real role models to me, and that's these gentlemen here, Mr. Steve Welsh and Mr. Bob Clark. We've been doing karate about the same amount of time. I think we're all over 20 years, right? We started about the same time. And what I discovered, without getting into the actual numbers, because I'm more sensitive about age than I used to be, if they quit today, if I want to maintain their example, I'm going to have to keep doing karate for another 15 or 20 years. And if you go across the country and see any karate organization, there's always a few of those executive, senior, old-timers. There's always a few of them sitting on the panel. But most of them aren't doing what these guys do. They're in there every single day, every Tuesday, every Saturday, going toe-to-toe with everybody behind them. These young guys, even like this one right here, they're not the ones who just teach, they do it too. And you're an inspiration to me. And I think you're an inspiration to all these people, and if you aren't, the younger people behind them should recognize that. This is not easy to do 20 years in a row. So thank you, gentlemen. Finally, Master Thorn, when people try and thank Master Thorn for a belt or a trophy or a stripe or whatever it is, he always says, don't thank me, you did the work. So I'm not going to thank you for any belts or trophies or anything like that. I want to thank you for what the experience of being part of the Edge is like for me. And I'll tell you what happens to me on a regular basis. I walk in McDonald's, where I eat far too often. I usually don't have a whole lot of respect for people on the other side of the counter because I don't know where they find them. They dig deep to find those people. Anyway, once I walked in, and the kid behind the counter stood up a little straighter. He said, "Can I take your order, sir?" And I never get that at McDonald's. I recognize him. That's one of our students. He's been gone a few years, so he's about 6 inches taller. And we catch up a little bit. And I find there's somebody there who took that respect out into the world. And he remembers to show it to me. Same thing happened. I took my son Dominic to get a video game at GameStop, and we're kind of filling out whatever the paperwork is for the awards thing. I haven't given him my name or anything, but he says, "Can I get your email address, Mr. Schafer?" I looked at him again. I was a little bit taller. I recognize him. He's one of our karate students from whatever 5 years ago. This happens to me all the time. I got out of a speeding ticket about a month ago. I was on my way to karate. I was running a little behind schedule. And I get pulled over. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm kind of scrambling to get my paperwork out of the glove compartment. And I roll down the window, and the cop pokes his head in, and he goes, "How you doing, Mr. Schafer?" Yes! Just want to remind you to replace your tabs. I never get a break. That's not the important part. The important part is getting on traffic tickets. It isn't being called Mr. Schafer. It's not. I mean, I like that. I like my ego gets a little stroke once in a while. What I like is that Master Thorn is creating a culture of respect and he's sending it out in the world. And what I'm thanking you for is inviting me to be part of that. Because I tell you, I've done a lot of coaching with my kids. I've worked with youth at risk. I've taught various groups. And I've seen what young people are out like and what they're up against. That makes me worried. But if you look at this group, And can I just have, if you're under 18 in that black belt hat, stand up. Everybody who's 18 and under. These are the kids Master Thorn is sending out into the world. I challenge you, find an organization anywhere that sends this kind of character and integrity out of their group, whether it's a sports team or a social group or anything like that. These are good people. They've got character and integrity, and it shows up year after year after year when I come back to run into them years from now. Thank you. This gives me hope. Thank you, sir. My people.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Again, you guys do all the work, I just leave. What you see we have at that, the culture, the respect, all that stuff, this guy has been my number 2 guy since we opened. He was, in the first classes we taught, he was teaching the first weeks we opened for commercial classes at the Edge, and he's been with us way longer than that before we started the Edge. And whenever I needed to run something by someone, say, am I on the right track? He's the guy I send the email to first, and he lets me know. He says, no, I don't like that idea, or yes, and I don't always listen, but but the guidance that I received from him back is just wonderful. And then if you look at the people we have, I think each one of these people will vouch that somewhere down the road, Mr. Schafer had a big impact on their life. Mr. Forster, you agree? Yes. Everyone we've produced knows this gentleman. You can't get to black belt without doing that. And I can't do it by myself. I would love to try, but I know I can't. And when I need someone, he's always there. He's been a lot of our guidance, a lot of helping me choose the direction and create the systems that make these people. And for that, sir, you've earned your master's degree. Run that way. Promoted to black belt and master instructor, Master Michael Schafer.
Hugs. Sir. Trail! Jimmy.
Gentlemen, switch it to the non-sweaty. If I have any of the other martial artists from the Edge out there, we're going to get a group photo. So if you have your uniform with you, we'd like to call you up to jump on the group photo we're about to take. If you don't have your uniform with you, we'll have a non-standing photo this time, but next time bring it along. You're part of the family, so we'd like to have you in the shots. And then if anyone wants to get pictures of them and such, grab them, pull them aside. Both those guys are photos.